Hey there everyone, Foxy Gamers HD here with the second Let's Play series I'm going to be starting, and today we're going to be playing Fallout New Vegas because I played this game a couple months ago, well, maybe a couple years ago, but it's a brilliant game and I love it. Basically it's a game about choices, and you can choose what kind of character you want to be, whether you want to be a good guy or a bad guy as you go along in the story. You can make friends with a ton of people or make enemies with a ton of people. And generally the game just lets you kind of do what you want, and you can follow storylines if you want, or you can just free roam. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I wanted to play it. And my throat's a bit sore today, so I may cough a little. But let's go ahead, start a new game. Click yes. Let's watch the cutscene.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
Okay, so obviously I'm in a pretty bad shape if that's me.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Hello, Mr. Checkered Suit Guy.
Time to
Throwing a
cash
cigarette
out.
on the floor looking cool.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe
What have you got
cons
to
kill
say?
people without looking them in the face. but I ain't a fink.
Ooh, burn. Feel the burn. He's getting angry now. He
You
knows
made
it.
your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
There's a gun.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck.
What's that guy on the right doing? He looks
Truth
pretty
is-
happy to be holding that stick.
The game was rigged from the start.
I'm pretty dead. If I'm not dead, I am going to... I'm gonna roll on the floor laughing. Well, I probably won't. That'd be too much effort, it's just roll on the floor laughing. But I'll be amazed if I'm not dead. Right. The loading screen of infamy. Fallout games are known for their loading screens. So yes, you may have to put up with that.
You're awake. How about that?
How about that?
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Okay.
Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Why, yes I can. We'll put our name as Foxy. Short for Foxy Gamers.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
You cheeky
I'm
sod.
Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs.
Alright.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Oh yeah, it's just a bullet sticking out right here. You should just think about that.
How'd I do?
Right. Okay. I definitely don't want to be... Oh God, that's ugly. Next. Let's pick the most pleasing looking one. Probably that one I'd have. Customize shape. Tone. There we go. Eye color. Definitely blue. Randomize. No, we don't. Age. Oh, we want to be young. So I'm gonna turn that back down. Next. Hairstyle. All of these is half bald, but okay. That one's alright. That one's even better. I think I'm gonna have that one. I like that one more. Right, hair color, yes. That's a good hair color. Should we have it? That's even better in my opinion. Gold. I'll have it as that. That's alright. Facial hair, I think we're good. So, click next. Click done. Yes, I do.
Well, most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your
Grab
feet.
around a bit. There we go. Okay.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there.
Wow, your face looks
Take it
detailed.
slow now. It ain't a race.
Okay. Right.
You're looking good so far.
Okay.
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
Press A.
We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Alright. Okay, so I believe this is where you kind of change the way your character, kind of their stats. You can be a strong, slow guy, or like a a strong, agile, but dumb guy, if you know what I mean. I think with strength it's... I think strength I'll go up to 7. Perception. Leave perception like that. Endurance is good too. Charisma I want to go up as much as I can. Agility as well. Luck, I don't really need luck, so I can all go all the way down to 1. Right, let's see. I think I'm gonna take 1 off all these so I can have kind of the best of all. Okay, that's good. Alright, so 7 strength, 4 perception, 4 endurance, 10 charisma, 4 intelligence, 10 agility, and 1 luck. I don't want luck really. It's all about skill generally. Right.
Now that don't make a lick of sense. Seems to me you're the luckiest son of a gun in New Vegas. Well,
thank
we
you.
know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
Okay.
Your dogs are still barking.
Alright. I assure you my dogs are most likely barking.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Campfire.
Enemy.
Stab.
Light.
Duck.
Mother.
Cookie jar.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Conflict just ain't in my nature. I'm gonna disagree with that because I prefer not to get into a fight in Fallout New Vegas.
I ain't given to
Generally.
relying on others for support.
I'm gonna strongly disagree with that. I like all the help I can get.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
I was just gonna strongly disagree with that as well.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
I'm gonna strongly disagree with that as well.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
I'm gonna disagree with that, but sometimes I do.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this?
It's like a broken
Tell me
chain.
what you see.
Haha. What do you know? It
Okay.
looks like a
How
pirate
about this
sail.
one?
Ship at sea. That'll do.
Last
That's like 2 guys high-fiving. Well, they don't have 2 guys high-fiving. Seriously. Alright, I'm just gonna go with a bearded man. That's the closest thing it looks like.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't
Okay.
have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. Right, so... no, not melee weapons. Science, sneak. Sneak is good, yeah. Speech, I think I'll go with medicine as well. Yeah. So I'm debating... We'll go medicine and guns. Yeah, that's good. No, I didn't mean to press that. Alright, done.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
I should hope so. Right. Imagine these are all like traits. So... Wild Waste unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or for the serious. Gotta have that. I click that. And then... While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but 20% more accurate. That sounds good for me. No. 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 That one's not a bad one either if you're looking for melee. So we get 5 to barter, medicine, repair, and science. But -5 to energy weapons. Explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. So you pretty much get all the mine stuff and less gun stuff. I think... for this playthrough, because I'm not bothered about the Wild Wasteland stuff, I just want to follow the storyline. I'm gonna go with Trigger Discipline. I'm gonna unclick this. I'm gonna go with Good Natured. But,
Alright, I guess that about
if you
does
play it through on
Come with me,
Wild
I'll see you
Wasteland,
out.
did you find anything cool? Make sure to post it in the description. I would love to hear. But right. So, what's this? Can you crouch? What buttons to crouch? Right. Footlocker. I'm gonna have all that. Okay. I'm gonna have that. I'll take them too. Most of these are medical kits and food and stuff. And if it has like rads in it, because there's radiation on this game, that means that you kind of have a radiation meter, and once it goes quite high, you'll start getting bad effects. You can take little like things, I think it's like rad away to make radiation go away, and you can also kind of endurance, I think, makes it less, makes you more resistant to that kind of thing. But let's see, what's going on. Wow, it's a dirty ass bathroom. I would much rather drink from the sink than the toilet. Okay. Is that... no, that's not food. Open a refrigerator. I think I'm going to do every playthrough for 15 minutes. So this can be the intro. And then plus 15 minutes, so that's fair. Because, of course this is my first playthrough of the game, so I want to play it through for a little while too. But I can always cut out bits and kind of rearrange and stuff. But I'll make sure to try and unalter it the most that I can, so that it's pretty much pure footage. What's this? Bottle caps. This, I believe, is currency, because it wasn't Fallout 3. Yeah, they seriously use bottle caps to pay for stuff. I know, it's stupid. But I don't even think bottles are made anymore, because it's post-apocalyptic, so it's not actually a bad currency if that did happen, to use bottle caps. Not if you're in a bottle factory, of course, because that's like... that's, you know, it's a bit of an unfair advantage. And cap ownage. Can I use this chemistry set? God dang it! Can't use the chemistry set. Must go on without me. Right, I'm gonna nab that sunset sarsaparilla. Okay then. Oh,
Here,
okay.
these are yours. Was all you had
It's giving
on
me
you
what I
when you
had
brought in.
before I
I
came
hope
in.
you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
Alright.
Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a
They
Pip
call
Boy.
it a Pip-Boy.
I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one.
Yeah.
Ain't much used to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty.
That's pretty funny.
Never was much my style anyway.
Okay, yeah, as you can see, it gives you like dialogue options as to what you can say. I'm gonna go ahead and say thanks for patching me up, dog.
Don't mention it. It's what
Thanks
I'm here
for
for.
patching me up,
You should
dog.
talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town.
Sunny
She can help you
Smiles.
learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Okay.
Anyway, you ever get
Hoping
hurt
the
out there,
metal
you
fellow
come
is a
right
robot
back.
and not
I'll
a guy
fix
made
you
out of
up.
metal, because that would be
But
really
try
weird.
not to get killed anymore.
Try not to get killed. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, Stimpaks heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight and dehydration is a constant concern. Okay. I love how they recommend to not have it on. It must be so hard. I'm just gonna say no, because I really don't want to play that. Let's go out. Okay. Right, move that over there a bit. Kind of move over here. Ah, sun in my eyes. Da da da. Yeah, close. Well, that is a really bad gate. Oh, are you Victor? Hello, Victor.
Howdy, partner.
What?
Might I say
What is
you're
up with the
looking
cowboy
fit
face?
as a fiddle?
I think all these weird robots have cowboy faces and different. It's really weird. They have like an animation of a face to make it look like its actual face. It's really funny. Okay. Thanks for digging me out of that grave. Okay.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Okay, how'd you happen to find me? Yeah, that's a good question.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Yeah, let me increase the height of my microphone a sec. It may make a couple noises, but it's only logical. Right. Sure. I guess that's that one. There we go. Okay. That's way better. Okay. So, do you know who those men were who attacked me? Yes.
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to
I reckon
help
we're
you
talking
out
about
with
that guy in the checkered suit here. And there's two guys.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway.
What, a robot
it's
not
a right
remembering?
peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Okay, robots not remembering is new to me.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says how.
Oh sure, they all remember their model friend names.
Happy trails!
Okay. Happy trails. I'm not a robot with a cowboy face and printed on with an LED at all. Alright, let's go in here. Good Springs General Store. Correct. Let's begin the General Store adventure. Okay. Hello. I like your radio.
Howdy.
Okay.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me.
Okay.
If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Okay, what makes that ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Right. Yeah, about the people attack. Yes.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Okay. Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo, yeah. Why
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
not? Right. Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Right. Mr. House, okay.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's gotta be a good thing, right?
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans? Sure.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Okay. Show you what you have for sale.
Can do.
Okay then. Let's see. Right. I'm gonna sell some of the junk I found. Miscellaneous. I'm gonna... Right. So... I imagine that the caps go over to me, that is. I'm gonna keep the bobby pins. I think they're for picklocking. I think the little number on the right of the items is the value. So... Okay, it's quite a few caps actually, just for them little bits I picked up. Stimpak's worth a little bit. Whiskey. Am I gonna even want that? Wait. I've got full charisma already, so it's not gonna do any effect on me anyway. Alright. No, I don't want to cancel that attraction. Let's accept that. I would like to
Give me a
cash.
shout if you need anything else.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna buy some ammo.
Can do.
I know you can get revolvers in this game, and they're pretty good. So 3.57 Magnum round 20. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that. No, I'm the wrong. I keep looking at.
Another
Alright.
satisfied customer. Take it easy now.
Okay then. So, if I remember, right, this is our pit boy. Pit boy. Blaze pistol, knife. Let's use our gun. There we go. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, this is stealing. Okay. If it's red, it's stealing, and you lose karma, and get some angry mobs if you get caught doing such. Hello.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for
Oh, you had to be the one to say that, didn't you? I'm getting a bit sick about asking about people who attacked me, but I'm just gonna do that anyway.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Okay, why you call Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Alright,
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such.
okay.
Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Okay. Do you ever find anything good while prospecting? We'll ask that.
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Okay, what's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
It's like the doctor, an apple keeps the doctor away, but hey. Tell you about the Legion, okay.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or finished the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know.
Okay.
We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Alright then. What's important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Right. What do you use bighorns for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Okay then, do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Right. Goodbye.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay then. Open door to Prospectus Saloon. No, woof.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Okay then. Alright, good. What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Alright,
Sure, what do you want to know?
yeah.
Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
Right.
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Alright, what does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
Right, what do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks.
Right.
But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Okay then, so what kind of creatures are out here?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Alright then. Yeah.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Alright, yeah.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it.
Okay then.
NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you.
Yeah, sure do.
Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay then. Right, so let's go outside the saloon and I'm gonna start getting helped. That sounds really strange, but you know. Teabagging on the table. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Teabag your face. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you like it, son. Oh yeah, you like it, don't you? Alright, forget about that. Let's go out. Right, let's start teabagging people. That's not. Hey, Victor. Sup, broski? Right. So...
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
I do.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot these sarsaparilla bottles and end off the Let's Play right here, so, yeah. Stay tuned for more. And if you enjoyed, remember to like the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because it means a lot.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.